All right.
I have the worst trailer up for it as possible.
Nice.
PS1 game, so yeah, I can imagine it's very good. Good trailer.
Everybody's golf. That's not how the theme song goes, but it would be cool. I'm going to talk about everybody's golf, known to us here in the States as Hot Shots Golf. If you know me, you know I'm a Mario golfer. I got a bit of history with the series, and everybody's golf, also Hot Shots Golf, was developed by Camelot, the guys responsible for every
Hmm.
Mario Golf, just about that I could see. And before they made Mario Golf, they made Hot Shots Golf for the PlayStation 1 in 1997. Actually, a manual here. And Spencer has the trailer up. These really state of the art polygon characters. Gotta love PlayStation 1 graphics. But you're not here for the graphics, folks. You're here for the gameplay. This is your classic arcadey style golf, and in honor of All Map August, this game does have a couple courses that you could play through, but you actually have to unlock them. The game starts you off with barely anything. You get two characters in the entry course, but you actually have an XP system, which is really cool. So by either winning tournaments or versus plays or getting birdies, you can actually increase your XP counter, and that's how you unlock future courses. Full disclosure, up to the point of recording this, I had only dabbled. So I had played a full tournament mode, a full match play, and they also have a mini golf challenge, which I had some fun with. This is slightly more antiquated than your father's favorite Mario golf game, Toadstool Tour. My father, him, and I played that a lot back in the day, and I know I met up with Alex lately, and we had some Mario Golf Toadstool Tour talk as well. And I don't think that as their first game, understandably, it's a little bit less forgiving than some of these Mario Golf games are. So I'll explain this as best I can, but the way that it works in the game is there's basically two controls. There's the driving, where you hit the driver and you get it to the green, which is where the pin is, and then you putt. So it's driving and putting. So each one has separate mechanics. But they both use this power gauge on the bottom of the screen, and you basically wind up your swing, and when it hits the power level that you want is when you stop it the first time, and you stop it a second time when it gets back to the origin point, and you want it to be as close to the middle as possible, if not directly on, by the time of that second button press. And that's where it gets complicated, because I feel like Mario Golf has been more forgiving with that if you don't hit it dead on. In fact, they actually have an automatic selector on Mario Golf, which basically determines like kind of where it hits. And I think the timing's a little slower. And this one is faster, and depending on the club you use, the range is not so great. So even if you're off by just like a fraction of the red sliver, it'll mess up your shot so bad. So the first 18 that I played on a tournament mode, it was full of double bogeys, pars, and a couple birdies. I did get one or two. But what was happening was I wasn't hitting the center part dead on, and just that slight movement would push my ball into the rough every time. And the second that you get off the fairway and into the rough grass, it makes your shot so much harder to hit. So I had a miserable time in that first game, but I did get the hang of it by the second game. The main female character, I don't have her name up, but she is the most accessible as far as your shooting. And by the second time I played, I was hitting a bunch of birdies. The putting is a little rough to look at. You can't really tell what the range of the green is. You can kind of see if it's at an angle, but not really. Not in the same way that you can in future Mario Golf games. But it is an early example, and I was able to get some birdies. I could read the green at times. I just like how the systems are very much intact. They have all the major clubs that you need, from the woods, irons, wedge, and putter. And it's if you know Mario Golf, you know what you're getting into with Hot Shots Golf. It is a bit simple, but it's fun. And I appreciate that. I appreciate all the different modes. I appreciate this XP system and unlockables in general. I think this is the type of game that could give you a lot for your money, especially what I paid for it. I think I paid like $10 for it at a retro game store. And, you're paying a retro game store tax. So if you want to collect PS1 games, this one's for everybody. Everybody's golf. Hot shots.
Nice. Yeah, the Hot Shots / Everybody's Golf series always felt like arcade golf, but for a little more of a niche audience than Mario Golf. It didn't feel like it was like meant for everybody, like Mario Golf. But I did play a lot of not this one, but I played a lot of Hot Shot Golf 2 on the PlayStation 2. And then I've dabbled in some other ones, and then I played a lot of the PS4 Everybody's Golf and stuff. Which I think by that point Camelot was out in those games, and it was Clap Hands. And I've ironically enough followed them, and they've done more golf games recently that have been pretty damn good. But yeah, I've always been curious about playing the PS1 game. It is available on PS5 and PS4, by the way. So if anyone wants to play it that way, I don't know. I really love that N64 Mario Golf. That was my game growing up. And I've always, and where I started with Hot Shots Golf 2, I always thought maybe if I went back to Hot Shots Golf 1, I wouldn't like it because it was on like PS1, if that makes sense. Like going backwards. But sounds cool though. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I understand the concern because, like, you are going back to the origin point. And again, it is really simple. Like, how Mario Golf kind of has charming music and characters. Like, the characters in this, I'm not going to beat around the bush. They're fugly. They're fucking ugly. They do not look good. But the courses look fine and they play fine. And I think the little variety there is cool. Like a mini golf challenge, that's kind of nice. I like all the different modes. The tournament mode, that's pretty cool. There is a huge roster, so like I'm curious. Like if you do versus play, you can unlock characters, but if you do tournament mode, you can get a bunch of XP by winning. And then I think you could play against a friend too, so that's kind of fun. It's not as robust as the future games, but. Again, if you kind of just want some extra like of that golfing style, like this, I think this has you covered. I think you would have fun playing it as somebody who likes Mario Golf.
Okay. Oh, sorry, it wasn't 2. It was 3 that was on PS2. That's the one I played. I was looking it up. Do you know if there's any fun characters unlockable in this one? Because they do that in the later games. Like I know 4 had like Jack and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank, and I think one of them had 2 had Gex and Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal and stuff. Do you know if there's anything fun in this one?
Oh, I'm not sure. I mean, when it comes, because this is the only Camelot Everybody's Golf, so I don't know.
That makes sense.
If you'd have that same thing that you are seeing in Everybody's Golf games. But
I'm looking at 2. 2 started with Clap Hands, and then that's where it says I think the cameo started there because that had Gex and Sweet Tooth and Sir Daniel Fortescue from Medieval. But that's cool. I mean, I love Camelot. I have to choose. I'm trying to decide which studio I like more, Camelot or Clap Hands, like in terms of their golf games. Because the Mario Golf games, I really like recently recently being like 2 years ago, that like Switch one came out, the Star Rush or whatever it was called. And I didn't really like it that much. But then Clap Hands released the worst golf name I've ever heard. It's Easy Come Easy Golf. Terrible name. But they released it, and like it was an Apple Arcade game. Then it got ported to Switch, and it's like half the. It's it's like a quarter of the price of that Mario Golf game. It's like $20, and it's like way better than the fucking Mario Golf game. So. That's interesting. They're both competing on the same platform now. Both golf games.
Yeah, and fighting for worst golf
Uh,
game is not necessarily good because the track record. We started really strong, you know.
Oops.
when I'm looking at it shows the CD or the game cover at the end of this
There's a golf
trailer,
ball.
and it looks. No, it's like everybody. It's like a picture of the cast,
Oh, the
and
disc
Everybody,
is
they all
actually
just.
because
looks
it's
like a golf ball.
Oh, I just mean like the game case thing,
Okay.
or what I assume is the game case, but that just whatever's at the end of the trailer, I guess. Um, and the characters look like they're from because I know it's Camelot, and it looks exactly like uh that RPG on the Game Boy Advance.
Golden Sun?
oh, Golden Sun.
Golden Sun, yeah. They all
Yeah, there's characters like that in the first Mario Golf as well. There's like
Mm,
derpy looking anime people. So
gotcha.
The golf
hey,
ball.
it's a golf ball. Do you
What's the
think
best non Mario golf game?
probably that?
Oh, I like Golf Story. That was fun. I didn't finish it, but I got a good bit
yeah,
of time out of that.
that one was good.
I played a bunch because I played some on the NES, and then I played this other one on Switch. There's one that Playtonic Games did, the ukulele guys, which was fun for a bit, but it gets way too hard. And you know, there's
Neo
like an
Turf
indie
Masters,
golf
but
game
Neo Geo.
craze. What's that?
I said sorry, Neo Turf Masters for the Neo Geo. That's my choice.
There you go. There's like an indie golf game craze right now. Like, I don't even know what. I haven't played any of them, but it's like zombie golf or like like all these crazy golf games. So I haven't really dabbled
Dude,
with
I have.
too many, but as far as the indie scene
I'm pretty
goes,
sure
Golf
I
Story
had.
is great.
I'm pretty sure I have like fucking 3 of them in my Steam account, and I've got them in like bundles. Yeah, I do. I got my Steam account pulled up here on my phone. I have Golf Club Wasteland, Golf Gang, Science Station, and Golf It. So yeah, there's a big golf thing going on right now.
What's your best, Alex? Everybody's
Like modern.
any.
Yeah, everybody's golf on PS4. I really like that game. And just recently, like I said, the Easy Come Easy Golf was great. That one has an interesting mechanic. They let you choose. You can still do the classic like swing mechanic where you have to use the meter. But they actually do something interesting where you can actually use the right stick to swing your golf club to like a place. So it's like you go like a push down to swing back, and then you have to hit straight up, and you can't hit to the sides, or or you're gonna fuck up your swing. So you have to really get the precision in with the stick. It's really interesting. And when I first started playing that game, I didn't think I was gonna like that, and then I turned out I like that more than the meter. So that was really cool. So that's probably been my favorite golf game recently. Is yeah, Easy Golf on the Switch.
You know that's I
Terrible
like
name.
that you brought that up because I think one thing that hurts this a little bit is that it can feel a little imprecise. Not terribly. I do feel in control sometimes. Like if I can hit the sliver. Actually, one of my biggest tips if you're watching is to press before you see. So you press the button before you see it line up with where you're trying to hit. Because the bar moves so fast. Actually, the thing that threw me off, you know how you can see the bar move? You can see the bar move, but you can't see where you stop it, which is very bizarre. Like it's a yellow bar. So like when I was pressing, I was like, huh? And like I was not hitting the ball. I had to keep doing mulligans in practice. But yeah, so this one it's antiquated, but you get the hang of it after a game or two of messing up.
All right.
Fun for everyone.
Cool. Yeah. PS1 classic, dude. Is it better than Final Fantasy 7? We all know the answer to that. It's yes.
Stay tuned for Final Fantasy Month coming soon to a button mapper near you.
Godshots Golf versus Final Fantasy 7.
He's the unlockable, yeah. Is there a way we can do a golf game for Game Talk?
Ooh, there we go. I would love to see Cloud like as a character, but like he uses the Buster Sword as the club.
Hmm.
There you go. Swings the Buster Sword.